And by the way, humility isn't at-tasannu', to make yourself look like you're mutawadi and all of that. It actually genuinely is what you believe. It's amal min amal al-qulub. It comes from the heart and then it shows on the limbs. Sah? Do you understand, brothers? Some people think the way you cuddle, you put yourself like together and mashallah shoulders are slightly up and then he's just like that, they think mutawadi. This brother's mutawadi. Sah? What was the story that you told us yesterday, Muhyiddin? Yeah? What was the story? Fadl, you can tell us. What was the story?
The person was praying Salah, and everyone was praising him. And after the Salah, he looked at them and they were also fasting.
Yeah, Ajib, right? They were praising him for his Salah and how he was praying, and then when he finished the prayer, he said, yeah, but you guys have missed out that I was also fasting as well. Actually, a story I heard from one of the Mashaykh, Abdul Karim al-Khudair, that a man gave to the guy who was going to introduce him, he gave him a letter of his credentials and what he's like and his name and his, and what he's achieved and his knowledge. He gave him it to him. This is who I am, just let them know, innit? And then the brother read, of course, the letter was given to him. He went through it. MashaAllah, Fadilat al-Shaykh. The letter, he followed it word for word. Fadilat al-Shaykh al-AMAU. No big name titles. And MashaAllah, he gained this and he got this. And MashaAllah, he'd studied here and he met this alim and he's also written this book. And his biography. When he finished it, he said, Ya Akhi al-Kareem, kasarta dhahra akhik. Brother, you have broken the back of your brother. The hadith, the person who praises a person. Sah. This is not, it goes against, do you understand? A lot of issues. One of the things, brothers, was also social media. Wallahi, I know I always bring this back to social media and I'm always onto social media, but there are a lot of amal al-qulub, the actions of the heart that you miss out when you're on social media. Wallah. Do you understand? Like tawadu', humility. It's a very rare commodity to find nowadays. Very rare. It's one of the rarest things to find. I want to give you guys a story that Imam Ibn Abdul Barr mentions in his kitab Jami' Bayan al-Ilmi wa Fadli. Abu Ja'far al-Mansur, one of the Abbasi rulers, came to Imam Malik ibn Anas, Imam Dar al-Hijrah, and he said to Imam Malik rahimahullah ta'ala, you have written a book called the Muwatta, and he said it's a kitab, beautiful. What I want to do is I want to take this book of yours and I want to make it the constitution of the country. Basically, I want to enforce people to follow the Muwatta. You see, brothers, this book will be made a book that every single person has to follow. That's what I'm going to do. Imam Malik said, don't do that. He said, why? He said, this book of mine contains, by the way, I'm paraphrasing the meaning, right? He's saying this book, it contains the fatwa of certain companions. Remember, he depends and verdicts are based on Ahlul Medina, Abdullah ibn Umar and the people of Medina. But the other people, other fatwas from the companions have reached them. And they took their religion based on those opinions that they got from Ibn Mas'ud and Abdullah ibn Abbas and others, right? So let the people have those opinions that they've also taken from, valid opinions that they've taken from who? From those companions. And those other views, issues of fiqh he's talking about, because the Muwatta is based on issues of fiqh, right? Wallahi, Ibn Abdul Barr says, rahimahullah, after he brings that story, he says that this concept of al-insaf, having fairness, to be genuine, he said it's very rare commodity, very rare. It's far hard to find. Do you understand, brothers? And then, whenever you see yourself feeling like you're something, smash it by humbling yourself and reading those books of the Salaf, how mutawadi'in they were and humble they were. Being with the righteous people, brothers, will remind you. And every time you learn, I know this sounds like a cliche and you've heard it so many times, but this is the truth of the matter. The person who thinks high of himself, wallahi, he lacks knowledge. Wallahi, it's a lack of knowledge. Haqqan, that's the truth. The more you look at knowledge, the more you start seeing how jahil I am, how much I don't know. And genuinely you feel embarrassed. How am I talking? Look at this. Look at this. I didn't even know this. I didn't know this. Came across this hadith, La ilaha illallah. This hadith is in Bukhari. It's not even like other books. And I didn't even know about this hadith. Do you understand, brothers? Tawadu, humility. So anyways, this hadith is very powerful. It's a very strong hadith, which is to be a person who's humble. But again, repeating the point, not to assume a person looking good, dressing good, having good clothing is a sign of arrogance. It doesn't. Inna Allaha jamilun yuhibbul jamal. Even the Prophet ﷺ, what did he say? نِعْمَ الْمَالُ الصَّالِحِ لِلرَّجُلِ الصَّالِحِ. صح? And good wealth, نِعْمَ الْمَالُ الصَّالِحِ, good wealth for a righteous person is a good thing, right? And a righteous person to have righteous wealth, good wealth, where he got from halal, what a great thing. So there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people think if you don't wear scruffy clothing and you're stitched and then all of that means you're arrogant. And do you understand? And this refutes a group of Sufiya who go extreme in these things, right? So arrogance is al-kibru batarul haq wa ghamtu an-nas. Wa ghamtu an-nasi. Rawah Muslim.